Hi, welcome to the fourth in a four-part series. We're talking missionary discipleship, and a lot of the content comes out of this book, Living as a Missionary Disciple, which is easy enough to find through the USCCB and Amazon. But we're really going to dig deep now into what does it mean to be sent by God, and live your mission. Hi, Donna Ottaviano-Britt with Joyful Disciples, and we have arrived at part 4 of a 4-part series on missionary discipleship. And we really have been spending these couple of episodes in a row talking about the fundamental building blocks, or process, if you will, around what is missionary discipleship and how do our parishes go from maintenance, which is more of an inward focus, to mission, which is an outward focus. So let's talk about a couple things in this last episode, and we're really going to focus on what does it mean to send, but some days that really just means go. So the word evangelization, in its simplest form, means talk about Jesus. So if we think about our willingness to accept God's desire for us to go on mission, because you do know that every single one of us have been given a mission that only we can accomplish. So if we kind of think about what that means for us, are we open to God's desire in our life? So there's a couple things that I want to make sure that I talk a little bit about here, and one is witness. So John Paul II talked a lot about witness and how important witness is to people. More than teaching, more than things that are written in books, was the way people live their lives. So in word, in deed, in service, witness compels people. So what is our word? What is our deed? What is our service every single day? So thinking about how we live in that. So where are you called? Sometimes being called is hard. So through prayer, through sacraments, and through discernment, we will find where God wants us to work in the kingdom, to build up the kingdom for Him. And if it's still hard for a while, just start with the works of mercy, the corporal and the spiritual works of mercy. These are ways to serve the kingdom. Because really the gospel is for everyone, and God is sending us to all. You know why? Because Jesus seeks all. And if we really think about ourselves as being the hands and feet and face of Jesus to the other, think about what that's like on any given day. So just live in the present moment, in this particular day, of every person that you will interact with, every person that you will engage with. What will you say to them? How will you serve them? How is it that your life will shout the gospel? And that doesn't always mean loud. So how is it that we're going to serve? And this is really the sending piece of missionary discipleship, and that we cannot passively accept all the ways that the rest of the kingdom brings us the gospel. We must turn around and give it to others on behalf of Jesus. So essentially, where has your encounter been? So 3 episodes ago, we talked about encounter. Where has our encounter been with Jesus? And how are we opening a space for others to have an encounter with Jesus? How do we help them do that? We know that not everyone is tied to the faith. Not everybody finds its importance or its relevance. So how do we open a space for them? There are lots of seekers in the world. And so how do we share our encounter with those people, that they might actually give Jesus a second thought, a second consideration? So that's really important for us. And a lot of times as lay people, we may think that the whole share the gospel with the world belongs to the quote unquote professionals, to the clergy, and to the consecrated religious. So that's not the case. It belongs to the laity as well. It doesn't require any big training to share your encounter with Jesus. So we all are in this together in terms of being able to bring the gospel to the entire world. And I want you to give some consideration to where are missionary disciples nourished? They're primarily nourished in the Mass and the receipt of Jesus in the Eucharist. So going to Mass, I know some people are still participating in Mass virtually, But that's really where we will gain our strength and our graces. And I want you to give some serious consideration to what you hear at the end of Mass. Go forth, the Mass has ended. Go forth. Now, some of us have been going to Mass all our lives. We're like, yes, go forth, the Mass has ended. No, go forth again, renewed and refreshed until you return here for your nourishment. Go forth. And so, go forth, go witness, go change the world, go and live your mission and help others to live theirs.